let me
very
remind you of those
laughable.
days when
We
they used to
are
eat
at the
different
hands
bombs
of a
and then
fanatic
transistor
government
bombs and
who is
then
least
briefcase
bothered
bombs
about the
in Delhi.
security
Bomb blasts used to
of the
happen
country.
way back in
Mr.
2008,
Singh,
9,
we must
10.
apologize to the nation today.
No,
that okay, there was a security lapse. Accept it and move forward.
Okay, so there's a
It's
security
because of
lapse.
police
There's a
that we could, people could,
there's
we
a
could
there's a
reach
there's a
out to
okay.
the
If there's a security lapse, then my next question is, and I want to get Sushant Sareen here. That means that we need to tighten things. In that case, I think there should be serious operations all across Delhi, the entire national capital area. Let there be cordon and search operations in the entire national capital. People like D.K. Giri, Monojit Mandal should stop crying about human rights. Let there be a complete cleanup. We know that there is an involvement of Pakistan. Let us have that.
You want to make a
Let's
police
not,
state?
no,
You
no,
want to make it a police
I'm
state?
not making it anything.
No, you.
I want viewers to know the pictures full frame on the screen can be happening anywhere next to you, viewers. Anywhere next to you, and we'll keep debating this. Yes, please.
Now, if this guy can keep quiet, then one can talk. If he keeps hectoring him, there's anybody
Now
can
the
talk.
question here is,
Let him
why
just
such
talk.
bombs are
Let him just
discovered
carry on
just before
talking,
the
then after
elections?
that I'll talk.
No,
और कुछ
that
बोलना
is
है, सर,
the
बोल
moot
लीजिए.
question here. Before the election, you
Anything else?
discover this thing. Before the elections, a Pulwama happens. Before the elections, the Prime Minister's life is in danger. What is this? You are just trying to play to the gallery and say that, okay, look, you are linking up Hindutva along with the ultra-nationalism that I call pseudo-nationalism, and you want to upbeat that into electoral gains. This is indeed shameful, sir. Please come out of that narrative and tell the people where are the security agencies. Who is culpable for this? Now, will there be any accountability for this such lapses? We want to know as a nation, we want the answers from you, sir, not a hunky-dory story about...
Okay, thank you, Kamru. Thank you, Kamru.
Okay.
Thank you, Kamru. I'll get Sushant. I'll let Sushant respond. Sushant respond, and then I'll get DK. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I would want to hear him. He can keep going on for another half an hour without making sense, but that's not the point. See, here is the thing. I think in this particular incident, I think you're number one, getting into cordon and search operations. I think we need to appreciate what the special cell and the Delhi police have managed to do by at least tracking these guys down. This was not just an accidental discovery. Yes, were they expecting there to be IEDs in that particular apartment which they raided? Perhaps not. But it was part of a continuing investigation on the basis of which they had narrowed down on a couple of areas and they were tracking some phone calls and they came up to this particular location. Now, it just so happens that the guys who had taken this place, and these are very sketchy reports which have come so far. We don't have all the details, but from whatever has come out so far, the guys who had rented that apartment had scooted off. In the course of investigating the apartment, they came across a suspicious object, which later turned out to be an IED. The fact that the police were tracking these people, the special cell was tracking these people, I think it needs to be lauded. Number one. Number two, let us be under no mistake that the Pakistanis are continuing to use people within the country to spread terrorism inside India. Anybody who says this is not happening is living in denial. Why election time? Because this is a prime opportunity for terrorists to play their games. This is the reason why you have to be extra careful during election times. And then because your police forces, your security agencies are so focused on election arrangements, on the multitudes coming out during the polls, that their attention is somewhat diverted. So this is the right time to do this. We've seen this in Punjab, the bomb blast which happened in Ludhiana. We will see more of this going forward. So I think let us hold our horses. Let the investigating agencies get to the bottom of this. They are tracking these people down. And for somebody to say, okay, let's do a major cordon and search, I think that will be a major overkill. That will be like using a hammer to kill a fly.
No, but I'm only making that point, and I did it deliberately because I know.
I know that is a rhetorical question.
I did it. I did it deliberately because I know
there are enough people in the country who will probably go down that road. and enough people who will, do a lot of breastbeating about what you just said. But I know that it was a rhetorical question.
And the reason, Sushant, I made it rhetorically is because I think there are people who have been campaigning in this country and people like D.K. Giri for a softening of laws against terrorism so that terror suspects get an upper hand over the law and order machinery. And that has been, that has been their campaign for the last few months.